quick, drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you guys never want to see another drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds intro again. So with the final update rolling out for Chapter 2 Season 1 before the start of Chapter 2 Season 2, bringing along in 11.50 this Love and War event, many people are obviously focused around, well, everything to do with the new game mode, Search and Destroy, and all the free rewards we can obtain, and not to mention the Harley Quinn skin that's been confirmed to come to the item shop literally tonight at the time of me recording this video, but you guys may be watching in the future from now, so I digress. Either way, despite Epic Games obviously referring to this chaos physics system being implemented or initiated or activated in the 11.50 update to look something like, well, this that you're seeing in the gameplay in the background that is the chaos physics system, we have seen nothing like this in Fortnite. So today what we're going to be going over is some introduction to gameplay of what Season 2 will look like, considering this chaos physics system is going to be further updated due to all the map changes that will be newly implemented in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2. Alongside that, we also have a ton of details in regards to everything upcoming in the season, whether it's to do with bug fixes, even particular game modes, and much more. So you guys won't want to go anywhere, make sure you're sticking around and watching the full thing, because honestly, tons of information is currently pouring out regarding this upcoming new season, and let's just say, it's going to be one of the biggest ever. Quickly before we go any further in the video, I have to ask you guys one question however. Do you want a free gift or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, I'm now gifting new subscribers every day. Simply make sure you hit the big red button and turn on all notifications, and let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID as well as what you'd like to receive off me from the item shop. If you want to support me even further by entering my code in the item shop, make sure to enter code FriendlyMachine, as I'm an official Epic Games affiliate and I try to refund everything I earn from this back into the channel to give you guys either V-Buck cards or gifts from the item shop if you comment your Epic Games ID down below and also specify what you'd like to be gifted. If you want to be showcased on screen in the next video for showing my appreciation to you for using the code and supporting me, then make sure to tweet me proof of you rocking the code to my Twitter at FriendlyMachine in the video description down below, like these amazing people on screen right now. And honestly, seeing you guys tweet me the proof every day makes my day, as it shows you're willing to go the extra mile to get involved with my exterior social media platforms. But anyways, with all that out of the way now, the first starting point I want to make, in case you guys have been living under a rock, in terms of the release date of Chapter 2 Season 2, it's sort of solidified or confirmed right now to be starting, as stated here, on February 20th, 2020. The reason it's solidified, despite the fact, well, they've changed the release date of this season literally twice now, from December 12th originally, as you can see on screen, that was literally put on the PlayStation menu, to then early February, which was found to be February 6th in the files, and now this date, because of the fact this 2-week event has started and directly ends just before February 20th, 2020. Also, unlike other seasons, they've basically declared that this would be the last update before the start of Chapter 2 Season 2 or Season 12 or whatever you want to refer to it as. And despite Epic Games obviously teasing things yet covering them up, the wording right here of what will be included throughout this second season of the second chapter, it's been confirmed that what's yet to be revealed right here, covered in yellow boxes, is basically some of the biggest things we've ever seen come to Fortnite, as this tweet states the following: at Mark Rain, obviously who is, if you don't know, the founder or co-founder of Epic Games, is Chapter 2 Season 2 going to be the biggest season in game history? Then he simply tweeted back obviously the screenshot teasing what seems to be this particular teasing section of the article I showcased on screen, implying what's underneath here yet to be revealed, maybe perhaps before the start of the next season, is really game changing. Whilst it not being confirmed or even known as to anything this particularly pertains to, these sections here that are covered up, obviously that have writing underneath, it could be affecting gameplay, but even so, we know we're definitely going to be seeing updates to our gameplay, as previously mentioned, with the map changes that are yet to occur. And we have our first lead toward the storyline right now, which seems to be, well, golden props, golden toilets, and other golden structures. You heard it here first. It seems we have this EGO folder, obviously planning out something storyline related, as we know they're one of the teams conflicted in this rivalry, and apparently more so toward the end of the season, if not progressing into the next, there's going to be more golden objects, as you can see, data miners have managed to find on screen. Now, despite this not affecting the engine or how Fortnite looks upon breaking structures, as you can see in the thumbnail, just wait until we go over why this surprise activation more so of the Chaos Physics engine will only additionally be added upon the start of the 12th season of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2. Before we go over that, however, I figured we'd go over some actual in-game changes to the game modes that we know are definitely going to be happening, more so affecting a large portion of the community considering the uprise in this particular mode that's now permanent in Fortnite but never once was. The game mode I'm referring to here, well, as you guys usually see me play in the gameplay or the background of all my videos basically, is Team Rumble. Here are all the potential changes that data miner FireMonkey actually displayed in tweet form. It states the following: blue and up rarity weapons only, 25 siphon to health only upon getting a kill, so if you happen to be low on health and then kill somebody, you'll be granted 25 additionally on top of what you already have or need. Then the circle won't always be in the middle, meaning that this line perhaps disappears, so it's not along this kind of half, so maybe one team gets a bias in terms of landing in the circle or getting 2 supply drops first, potential increase in max kills to win, as we've previously seen fluctuate in Chapter 1 toward its end from 100 to 150 and then reverting all the way back to 100. And also finally, gliders being removed could potentially happen, which I really don't want to see be the case, although it's very annoying with the fact that people can get over to you instantly or rush you if you're perhaps really low on health with infinite amounts of gliders, so it seems, but we now have the launch pads, so this isn't too much of a big deal. But let's go over to what an Epic Games employee actually confirmed about Chapter 2 Season 2 and the changes made to this mode over on Reddit. The information on screen is directly affecting ultimately how the game mode will play, affecting the circle and where it positions, and basically I'm going to read it out for you guys. So this guy said, some of the best games I've had in TR, Team Rumble or an acronym for it this season, are on the edges of the map where the terrain is more unusual. I really feel the nature of Team Rumble lends itself to these places far more than the BR modes. It's also a fun way to get to places in areas of the map that are far less often visited but are really interesting in their design. Don't know how that gets incorporated into the current spawn mechanism, but it's something I'd love to see, given a bit of thought. Then an Epic Games employee responded by saying, thanks for the input, I'll take a look at the circles tomorrow and make sure they're not biasing the middle map at all. The original writer of this post then responds by saying, cool, thanks for responding, and to the other post, boy, I'd love to see the stats. Then the Epic Game employee fires back by saying, FYI, circle had a very slight bias toward the middle, I pulled it out for 12.0, meaning the Season 12 update, or what you guys may know or refer to it as Chapter 2 Season 2, as this is the 12th season of Fortnite, and as referred to in the files we've already confirmed to be tested, is update 12.0, obviously in reference then to the 12th season of Fortnite Season 12. Literally all of these changes just gone over or mentioned or basically confirmed could already be updated right now, ready to go live upon, well, the next season of this second chapter. As we know, obviously I just showed it's being tested on the test servers right now, as data miners were able to confirm was basically added into the files or the coding, and with this being tested for the next season, it looks like they're looking forward or making it more publicly known. Well, things are getting close now, and obviously we're working our hardest to perfect everything upcoming. So with this said, why have we not already seen a chaos physics system similar to this game right here that makes it very obvious it's initiated or activated with the unique crumbling of each individual damage structure? Transitioning from season to season and keeping a storyline prospect that we can follow directly relies on these map changes, and for that reason Epic Games may not have wanted to activate fully the chaos physics system, just perhaps test it to get people's opinions, then going into Chapter 2 Season 2 for it then to be fully activated, or the physics applied of this particular system to the newer map changes implemented, as all the assets for the structures may need a unique crumbling or destructive feature for what they're newly going to add, instead of adding them now and having to cause themselves twice the work. And to further back up FireMonkey's tweet, proving or basically confirming or indicating that 2 of the points he mentioned could be correct, not only the circle as previously mentioned, but the glide has been removed, this Epic Games employee again replied to somebody inquiring about the removal of gliders saying maybe. So it's looking likely, despite obviously everything being confirmed on this list by this particular developer or person who works at Epic Games, that all these changes potentially could be upcoming or are most likely to be updated upon the arrival of this new season. Now that we've covered some of the more known or talked about in-game changes, let's go over all the fixes that are not only going to be applied when playing the game, but even when we're doing other things like adding friends or in our Fortnite locker, or just generally other things things that perhaps the casual community wouldn't pick up upon without realistically being prompted toward it being an issue or a fix that needs to be in-game. For general issues being fixed, we have the friends list selection, also being unable to select traps with a controller when pickup indicator is on screen, and getting stuck on loading screen after accepting invite before selecting game mode. For Battle Royale top issues, we have crash when selecting controller setting menu that may result in blank controller layout. Also temporarily unable to move or do anything after emoting, delay in movement after using movement key to exit inventory, players cannot disable parental controls, which obviously is a big issue considering the demographic of Fortnite mainly targeting or being revolved around kids, and finally for the top issues of Battle Royale, picking up DBNO teammates when trying to switch to pickaxe. For creative top issues, quad crashes, unable to move forward or reverse on Nintendo Switch, and also during round-based games players may be unable to shoot their weapons or aim down sights after respawning. Moving over to Save the World, we have Ramp and Beach North have overlapping spawns in Twine, SSD and Endurance. Also team info is not displaying correctly that needs to be fixed, Neon Sniper shows static while ADS aiming down sights, and no crafting materials are returned when recycling defender pads in the front end menus. The final thing being a top mobile issue is Switch parental control issues again being a large factor they need to fix, obviously considering again the demographic of Fortnite, mainly being kids. Moving on to something more so interesting in a smaller way before we talk about the next season map changes, what they're going to be and the potential trailer of some sort, we have this post found on Reddit. Leaked loading screen found in Walmart, obviously referring to the llama picture. As you guys can see, all of these assets here or artwork pieces are loading screens we can obtain in-game, obviously apart from this llama one, so whether this comes throughout Chapter 2 Season 2 as something we can earn in the Battle Pass or for any additional challenge set that's actually updated into the game, I guess we're yet to see, but it's not going to be this season considering this is the last update 11.50 that we saw roll out yesterday as of February 5th, 2020. This is literally the only first cosmetic look we've got at anything, as yes, technically loading screens are a cosmetic considering they're interchangeable, or we can choose which one we want to select. Many of you guys may be curious now in terms of what's going to be happening throughout the end of this season, and obviously what's showcased in the next cinematic trailer being one of the most interesting or hyped up things everybody wants to see. Well, as you guys know from the initial post or one of the first things we showed in this video, the Epic Games co-founder or one of them basically teased that the changes underneath here were going to be extravagant or the biggest in the game history of Fortnite. For this reason, map changes need to occur or should be in order to keep the game fresh, so we have some sort of followable storyline also on the sidelines that perhaps keeps the game interesting not only for players but theorists out there. With this being said though, we do not know if it's determined as of now if we're going to be seeing a live event based off the leaks we found to do with these EGO folders on the golden props that will be changed on the iCenter Island. Now this can go either one of two ways for the next season trailer, considering the live event every season typically triggers the events to then unfold in the next trailer. For instance, what we saw in the final showdown with the mecha robot pulling out of the vault the Nexus orb, then leaving it there upon harnessing its power, that eventually destabilized, obviously after he fled the map from defeating the Polar Peak monster. Then that exploded in the next trailer from destabilizing all the time it was remaining above the vault due to the mecha robot initially taking it out, and obviously then led into our next cinematic trailer or live event before that where it sucked us into the black hole upon trying to contain this 0 point, then expanding into this alternate dimension. Yes, the live events are really that involved not only in the map changes or the storyline, but even in what happens or is involved directly then in that next trailer that again everybody is most hyped to see upon the season launching. As I briefly mentioned then, this can go one of two ways, one being very good considering if we don't have a live event, well, we're going to be even more surprised, but extravagantly bad also considering this may be just a random load of map changes that are added again with no context behind as to why we're seeing them. The Chapter 2 storyline so far has been very cryptic and honestly nobody even has the slightest insight as to what's going to be going down in any of the next official trailers, whether launching for the Battle Pass or the actual cinematic. The loading screens this season have been the storytellers sadly, but despite all of this, from me following everything in terms of the storyline progression or where it's heading, I've managed to put together a load of clips basically depicting what could be displayed for transitioning into this second season of this second chapter of Fortnite as a Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer. Before I show this now, make sure to comment down below #Season 2 trailer if you made it up until this point in the video and slap a liking it down below. Also make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on if you never want to miss out on any updated information, basically releasing every day now up until the release, of course, of this brand new season of Fortnite. Hopefully I can recognise you, yes you, the individual, not anybody else, you right now watching the video, in the comment section of my future videos to come, and I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, let me know what you think of this trailer, basically compiled full of cinematic clips taken from YouTube videos, and